Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Gizmo Guru. Today, we'll be taking a look at my new phone, the Samsung S26 Ultra, and this will kind of be an unboxing and first initial thought of this phone. So, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and we'll get into it. Alright, so this is my new S26 Ultra, and I'm going to give you a couple of things reasons why I bought it and my initial thoughts on this. So previously I had another Samsung, a Samsung S22 Plus, and great phone, lasted 4 years, tremendously amazing, but battery was starting to go and I decided I wanted to get something new. So I was kind of there looking at the two that I was really debating against was this and the Plus. And to me, just for the little extra cost, it was a no-brainer to get this versus the Plus. The regular one wasn't even in the ballpark at all. There was no way. Screen was too small. But one of the other added benefits, so I'll kind of go over a few things that I really like about this. So I love the S Pen. That was one of the reasons I got this phone. The S Pen was one of them. The other thing too is the 60-watt charging. So this phone does support 60-watt charging. However, it doesn't come with it, so that is an extra purchase you will have to buy. This only comes with the charging cord. There's no brick at all attached, so it's just the phone. This is the Cobalt Violet, and you have a white, black, and then like a sky blue, which is like a whitish blue, really light blue color. But I like this kind of Cobalt Violet. I think it's a really neat color and very unique. So there's that. The other reason I decided to buy this over the Ultra, there's actually two reasons. So the 200 megapixel camera, the Plus only has a 50 megapixels. So that was another added benefit. Also, I would say next to that, the Snapdragon 8. So that's the processor that comes in this guy, and it's quite a bit better than the one that comes in the regular and the Plus. So those are kind of the big reasons why I decided to buy this phone. The 60-watt charging was huge. That's crazy. And then as far as the storage goes, so this does come in a few different storage capacities. So you have a 256 and a 512. I opted for the 512 because it's only a couple extra bucks a month, and I don't want to run out of storage like I do, like I'm having storage issues on my current phone, so decided I did not want to do that again, so paid a little bit extra for that. They do offer a 1 terabyte. Now, here's the thing about the 1 terabyte. It's not just the 1 terabyte that's extra. The 1 terabyte version of this, instead of having 12 gigs of RAM, you have 16 gigs of RAM. So that would really be the only reason that would make me want to get that over the 512, but this is going to be plenty enough for what I'm using it for. So pretty nice. The camera's pretty good so far. I've really enjoyed that. I've kind of played around with it a lot, and compared to my previous phone, the S22 Plus, that was a great camera, but this zoom is just unbelievable on it. You know, I don't want to go into specifics on, you know, what that is, but the zoom is incredible. I mean, it's a lot better. It's a lot more stable too. So they did a good job on that, and just the thinness of this phone. This is a really sleek phone, pretty nice. One thing I would suggest though is with the this camera kind of being exposed on the back. So I actually got this, which is going to be like a camera protector. So I just got that off of Amazon, and I'm going to throw that on, as well as a screen, glass screen shield and a case. That ought to make this guy really nice. But yeah, overall, great phone. Now, just to kind of add to this, so I was actually a phone dealer for about 10 years. So when it comes to phones, I'm extremely good at phones, and I know one thing. Pick the most important things that you want, because remember, you're going to have this phone for a while if you don't break it. And having my last phone for 4 years, I have a feeling this is going to be around for quite a while for me. At least 2 to 3 years minimum, I would say. But yeah, you want a good processor. Don't run out of storage. That's a huge one. If you do a lot of video and pictures like I do, The 256, it's just not going to do it. So that's why I got the 512. It's got a good amount of RAM. It's got a good processor. Really good. And also, charging is huge. As much as I use my phone, I need something that's going to charge up really fast. And the 60-watt charging is definitely going to do that. Another thing, too, this has over it is this does support 25-watt wireless charging. So that was another huge added benefit. So yeah, those are all those kind of my things. I will make an update to this video and just kind of go over my initial thoughts maybe after like a week or two of owning this phone, having used it a little bit more. But my initial impression with this phone is pretty nice. I like it. It's very sleek, very well made. And yeah, compared to my old phone, this definitely has a lot more capabilities. So stay tuned and let me know in the comments if you have this phone or you're thinking about this phone. I'd like to know your thoughts. Are there things that you're looking at, like is price, price kind of a thing, is storage? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. So I hope that helps.